Well, I'd like to start by thanking you to being here with me tonight on the show, just to tell us a little bit about T. Michaels. Wanted to start normally how I start, just by telling people that haven't seen the show yet. I've been doing this for about 4.5 years now, 4.5 months now, trying to help out local businesses here in Southwest Florida. Once I saw that businesses were going to take a hit with the pandemic, I thought of different ways that I can help our community. And one of the ways that I found was to do these live videos with, business owners, business managers, to ensure that, people know about them and people are visiting them, and, hopefully help them through the struggling economy a little bit. So very excited to have you tonight here, and I appreciate taking the time to talk to us tonight. I wanted to start, see if you could kind of, before we get into the restaurant, but I wanted to start to see if you could tell me a little bit about yourself and who you are, where you're from, and how did you end up here in Southwest Florida?
Excellent. Well, I'm originally from upstate New York, but I came to Florida in 1986, and then I had multiple restaurants in Fort Lauderdale. We did a great show over there, and we had a lot of fun. And I was actually looking for another restaurant, and we came over to Naples, Florida. And once I got here, we sold the other ones in Fort Lauderdale. Naples is a phenomenal city. Just fell in love with it. And we've been here 7 years now. And thankfully, it's been spectacular. And it's a restaurant sitting right on the water. You actually get a beautiful view of the Venetian Bay. So it's absolutely phenomenal.
Awesome. So when you moved from Fort Lauderdale here, or when were you looking to kind of make this the transition to Naples after falling in love with Naples? What did you have in mind to bring to Naples with T. Michaels that maybe there wasn't, or that you didn't think that was delivered the way that you wanted? What did you want to bring in that would differentiate yourself from the other places?
Well, one of the things that happened was in Fort Lauderdale, I had a Greek diner. So it was actually a 400-seat Greek diner. And when I came over here and I saw this Park Shore area, it seemed like it was really in need of a steakhouse. And our prime steaks, we bring in fresh seafood every day. It seemed like the bar was lacking some of the items that it needed to have. And, so we said, let's go prime. A lot of restaurants have choices of prime or choice, and we only offer prime. And the customer base that comes in here is just absolutely spectacular. So we want to keep that level of food up.
Awesome. And so, you kind of told us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about the restaurant. I kind of wanted to dive in right into the menu. Obviously the name is T. Michaels Steak and Lobster. So I'm assuming you have steak and lobsters there, but I wanted to see if we can cover, obviously not the whole menu, because I'm sure you have an extensive menu, but some of the signature dishes, and if you can kind of go through, what you think are either the most consumed dishes, or the ones that are fan favorites.
Well, I'll tell you, like when I go out to eat dinner, you look up a steakhouse, you're thinking steak. And then if you feel like, we're in for my family's in mood for seafood, you end up looking up seafood restaurants. So very seldom you find a place where half the family can have a prime steak and the other half could go and have seafood. Here, any of the steaks, the filet mignon, the New York strip, bone-in filet mignon, which is kind of a rare steak to find, absolutely spectacular. And we're super proud of our seafood, which is brought in every day. I used to do a lot of traveling, and people would tell me, oh, this fish was in the ocean 36 hours ago. Well, our fish was in the ocean 9 hours ago. It's ridiculous. And it might not be on the menu tonight, but because the local fishermen take care of us. But we actually bring in snowy grouper, hog snapper, just a variety of fish that you may never even heard of, that I get you to try. Triple tail, just something that you may never heard of, and it's absolutely fresh and delicious. So it's a spectacular way of there's something for everything. I mean, we're one of the few steak restaurants that have vegan options on the menu, which sound crazy. Like, why would you go to a steakhouse for a vegan option? Well, sometimes the guy's wife or some of the customers, or they want the vegan, and we're not just giving you a plate of vegetables. We're giving you a gourmet vegan dish, and that absolutely goes over tremendous.
Awesome. And so, when you're sourcing, obviously, fish and the steak, I mean, are you getting them locally, or are you getting them from all over the U.S.?
We do bring in from up north. We have a great connection with, obviously the name has lobster in it. So we have a great company, PT Fish, that works out of Portland, Maine. We get it shipped right from Maine. Absolutely phenomenal lobster. We do pride ourselves on the local black grouper, yellowtail snapper, American red snapper. I mean, just stuff that was in the ocean last night. I mean, it's ridiculous how fresh it is. I mean, we get many compliments on how fresh the food is, because it really is.
So if it's something that obviously you can catch it locally, you're grabbing it locally. If it's, Maine lobster, obviously you're not going to grab it in Florida. You have to bring it from Maine.
Yep.
So,
and
awesome.
I've been doing it. I'm 58 years old, so I've been doing it for 40 years. So it's not like, hey, new guy, restaurant's kind of running a little off or something. No, I've been around forever. So I mean, whatever it is, if it's Maine lobster, we know it's a hard shell. You can go to Massachusetts and get a firm shell or a soft shell. It won't taste as good. I have customers go, we're from Massachusetts, and the lobster's better here in Florida than it is at home. I said, because actually the quality is better. Yeah. I mean, we're dealing with a better quality than you. You know, it's funny. It kind of reminds me of the guy I talked to that grew oranges, and he says, we ship our best oranges to Minnesota. Yeah. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, you're not eating the best at Publix. We ship our best out to our customers in Minnesota. And it's sort of like with us with the fish. We work on the local. It's absolutely phenomenal, but we also get some great fish from other areas.
Awesome. So, from the menu, from what I can tell, you have a lot of options. You have, like you mentioned, you have options for the whole family. If you like steak, if you don't like steak, if you like seafood, if you don't like, if you're vegan, kids, menu, you have everything. And then you have a full bar as well, am I correct?
Yep. The bar is tremendous. We do happy hour 4 to 7 every night. We have an outside atrium, weather permitting, and the bar is absolutely phenomenal. We don't call it bar food. You know, when I think of bar food, I think of pretzels, chips, crackers, whatever. Yeah. We serve food in the bar. If you order our beef tips, they're made by filet mignon. If you get a burger, it is ground up filet mignon. I mean, we don't serve, like I said, it's not bar food. It's food served in a bar. We do have a small plate menu, which is perfect. You know, if you want this special night with your girl and you want to sit on the water and have an absolutely gorgeous view of the bay, that works. If you're just looking to have a couple of beers and maybe beef tips or hamburger sliders, we have that option for you also.
Awesome. And that sounds delicious. So, obviously, it's kind of in your slogan, and you just mentioned a little bit, the view is also a selling point of the restaurant as well. So you have, beautiful view. Obviously, we have beautiful sunsets here in Naples too. And you have, it's a really nice area, that area too, in Venetian Bay. So that's kind of a selling point too, that I bet a lot of people go to sit on the water as well, right?
Oh, definitely. The view is, we feel like we have it all. We have the view, we have the food, which is, so we're not that tourist place that, there's a great view but the food stinks, or vice versa. We have both of them. And then the service is, we really pride ourselves on the service. On my radio ads, my slogan, at the end of every radio ad, I said, and remember, I'm Ty and I'll be waiting at the door for you. And the truth is, you're only going to be a stranger one time to me. When you walk in the door, I get to meet you. I get to stop at your table, say hello to you, see how everything is going. I'm not joining you for dinner, but I'm just touching the tables. And people love that, because then the next time they come in, they go, hey, we know the owner. And it's, it just makes you feel good going to a place that you know the owner.
Yeah. Just to kind of close up on the menu a little bit, though we were talking about, so, you talked about the different cuts of meat, you talked about the lobster, you talk about the different kinds of fish, and all those come, with side orders, I'm assuming, and what can people expect as far as side orders that would come with those dishes?
On the side orders?
Yeah.
Side orders, what we do is we do the sides for 2, but if another big thing is we're very flexible. Like, so we say, hey, the French fries are for 2, or the Boursin mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes with cheese they're for 2. And you say, you know what, it's tough because I kind of wanted the mashed potatoes and my wife wants the French fries. We do it for 1 then. So even though the menu says for 2, it's sharing. We do that to try to give you a better deal, because it's more like 3 people, not 2 people the sides. But we want you to have those options, because somebody loves asparagus, absolutely loves it. Other people can't stand it. So we want you to have, and we like the idea that you get to try out a lot of different things. The menu's very extensive, gives you all kinds of options, and everything is cooked fresh to order, which is spectacular that way.
Awesome. One of the questions I've been asking everybody that has come in the show is, obviously with COVID-19, it has affected a lot of people, some in a positive way, some in a negative way. A lot of the restaurants I spoke, unfortunately, has been in a negative way. And I wanted to ask you, how much has COVID-19 affected you guys, not only from, the how busy you've been, if you have been busy or not, if you slowed down, but also, some other measures that you had to take that maybe you're taking now that someone, considering going out to dinner might be thinking, I wonder what they're doing. If you can kind of elaborate on that a little bit so people feel comfortable to go out there.
Well, we've gone the extra mile. We've gone the extra mile on that. What we do is from the minute you walk in the door, we have the sanitizing going on, sanitizer stations all over. Usually you get that big fat steakhouse menu, the big library book looking. We're handing out paper sheets, which is a disposable menu, so that way after anybody touches it, we throw it right away. All the waiters are wearing gloves. On a safety situation, we're sitting people 6 feet apart. The tables are every other table, so we have the proper social distancing, and we do our very best to make you feel safe. But we don't want to make you feel like you're in a hospital. But we want to make you feel as safe as you can be. And I think that's what really the customers that come in, I say, a lot of the ads I say, come in and enjoy some comfort food in a nice, safe environment overlooking the bay. And I feel like that gets them out the door. And then when they come and they see that we're doing everything right. On a negative impact with COVID, it's been very tough. People are scared. A lot of people staying in their house, not eating out as often. We do provide takeout and delivery. It does make it very difficult. I don't know how many times you order takeout from a high-end steakhouse.
Yeah.
It's more the environment the whole night, the waiter with the wine, the whole bit.
Yeah, and you most likely won't get the view too and then takeout, right?
Yeah.
Most likely not.
Yeah, you say, what, this steak is great and the lobster tail is phenomenal and you should see the view. I know you're eating in your living room, but the view is absolutely phenomenal here. But the truth is it has hurt us, as far as just business, because it's hurt everybody. When we went to 25%, truthfully speaking, 25%, I call it a death sentence. It's like you're going to work, but you can't possibly make money. 50%, we're able to keep the doors open, and hopefully things are going to get better. And we go to 75 or 100, then we go back on our making money ways, I like to call it.
Yeah. And I one of the things I wanted to ask too was in regards to parking. Where you're located, there's plenty of parking right there too, right?
Yeah, we have plenty of parking. We have a huge parking lot in front of the restaurant. And unlike a lot of restaurants, I have a valet 24/7 every day of the year. I mean, Christmas, New Year's, it doesn't matter. It's raining out there. It's pouring. It's 105-degree heat. I have a valet. And the valet is free. It's a free valet service. So you just pull right up and walk in the door. The valet driver that's been with us outside, his company's been here 21 years. So It's not like some young kid that's driving your car and not respecting your property,
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I wanted to ask, if people want to find more information about T. Michaels, what is your website and where can they go, social media handles, and, if they're looking to make a reservation or just ask more information, phone number too, where they can call.
Sure. tmichaels.com on a website will show all our menus and upcoming items. You can always call the restaurant. The restaurant phone number is 239-261-0622. That will, and when you speak, we always have a live person on the phone. We open at 4 in the afternoon. You decide to call me at 8 in the morning, which, by the way, I probably won't be up. But if you call me at 8 in the morning, my answering service is. And they'll tell you if there's a table available, you have your wife's birthday, your daughter's or your mom's anniversary. All the notes get put in. It gets handled by a professional, not a hostess who's trying to seat the people, answer the phone, do everything at the same time. We have a dedicated service, live voice every day.
Awesome.
It's the customer service that you'll realize that T. Michaels is a notch above.
Yeah. And like you said, something I didn't touch upon, but if there's special occasions, like you mentioned, birthdays, anniversaries, any of that, you guys, we'll try to make them feel a little bit special as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. On our birthday, a lot of places like, hey, it's your birthday. Here's this little 2-inch piece of chocolate cake, right? We don't do that. We let you pick off any item off the menu. So it's your wife's birthday. You say, hey, she wants the creme brulee. Nope, she wants the chocolate lava with the ice cream. Nope, make it a cheesecake. Anything she wants, she gets. Birthday and anniversaries, the desserts are on us.
Awesome. Cool. Towards the end of the show here, what I like to do is kind of, give you a blank slate to leave a message for either, your current customers, past customers, or even those that haven't visited you yet. Like myself, I haven't visited yet. I have to go, and after talking to you, I'm even more excited to go and visit you. But I'd like to give you the opportunity to leave a message for all those people, or any other groups of people that you want to leave a message to. I'll give you the mic, and the floor is yours.
Excellent. Well, what I'd like to say is, when you Google those places and they say, hey, this is a don't miss location, this is one of those. When you're in Naples, you should see us. The food is absolutely phenomenal. If you stay at the Ritz-Carlton Beach, Naples Grand, they're going to send you to me. They have restaurants in there. They're going to send you to me. That's how good the food is. I mean, best hotels in town, they're sending it to us. So we're still kind of a secret, I feel, even though we are. People wouldn't say that. We're usually pretty busy. But the truth of it is, you're going to go to a place where you're going to meet the owner. I'm going to make you feel at home. You're going to feel really welcome. Great food, great view. I mean, it just wedding rehearsals. People come back the following year and say the dinner for my wedding rehearsal was better than my dinner at my wedding. I mean, you guys are spectacular. It's really a place to check it out. I mean, I always tell people, listen to what I'm saying, but come in and try us. If you come in, and when you do, ask for Ty. I'm here every night. I mean, this is my life's work. So I'm here to make you happy, to make sure that your meal was fantastic. If you walk out the door and say, hey, we'll be back, that's what I want. That's what I want.
Awesome. Well, Ty, thank you so much again for taking the time and talking to me and tell us a little bit more about you, about Team Michaels as well. And, I look forward to visiting you one of these nights too, and trying out for myself as well. I'm really excited about that now.
Yeah, come enjoy. You know what? Let me move the camera to give a quick shot of the water, all right?
Yeah, that'll be great.
Give you a little quick hit here. We are currently open, so you might see some people. I don't know if you can actually see the view of the bay.
Yeah, can see you right on the back. Yeah.
We do have some happy customers in the background waving.
Yeah, they're waving. They're waving there.
Waving to you. You're on TV, ABC, folks. You're welcome.
Just made them famous. 5 second of fame.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, Ty, thanks again so much, and I look forward to meeting you in person.
Oh, definitely. Come in. Anybody who watches this, come in. Sorry about that. Watch for Ty. Ask for Ty at the door. I'll take great care of you. We have a meeting every day. One last note. Every day before we start our dinner shift, we have a meeting that tonight, everybody who walks in the door is a VIP. And we practice that every day.
That's awesome. Cool. All right, Ty. Well, thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you for this. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Take care.